Captain's Log, Stardate 11/06/2023. Hello once again to all my friends, fellow travelers, and if this is your first time watching this video, welcome to my channel. You could have chosen to be anywhere else, but you are here with me, and I appreciate you for that. Today, I am talking to you from the Philippines. As I have been here now for a consecutive 4 months now, and I have just recently renewed my visa in country for an additional 6 months. So I plan to be here till about May 2024. That is, unless I need to make other arrangements. However, this was not my first visit to the Philippines, for I have traveled here on vacation about 15 years ago, I'd say 2008. Back then, I was working abroad as a contractor for Halliburton KBR and supporting the troops overseas and during Operation Iraqi Freedom. Every 4 months, I would get a vacation, so I would choose to go to a place and visit for a couple of weeks. This time, I had chose Cebu for 3 weeks. Back then, I didn't have a YouTube channel, nor did I have it in my mind to even start a channel about traveling. If I knew then what I know now, I would have started posting videos a long time ago. I would probably be a lot further on YouTube than I am now. Well, anyway, back then I was younger, in my 20s, working hard in logistics for a multi-billion-dollar corporation that took care of my traveling. It was good money, and I got to experience a lot of cool things working beside the military. Though back then at the time I never considered going to the Philippines for vacation, I actually had a friend I served with in the military recommend it to me. He himself was Filipino, so Joseph, my buddy, wherever you are right now, thank you for your recommendation to visit and see your beautiful country. Getting back to Cebu, back then I remember landing at the airport and then jumping into the first taxi I saw. Told him to take me to a nice hotel. The cab driver asked me, "Do you want a budget hotel or would you like an expensive hotel?" Me being cheap at the time and also curious as to what a budget hotel was and what was the difference between the other hotels, I told him, okay, let's try the budget hotel first. So he drove me through the city of Cebu, where the traffic was extremely busy that day. I remember it was very hot, and I noticed everywhere we stopped at a red light, there would be either people trying to sell me something or little kids begging for coins. The driver told me, keep your window up. And I guess that was so the beggars wouldn't try to reach in and all this and that. They try looking into the car to see who you are, see if you have any money, and they constantly beg you for money. Well, this was the slums of Cebu, I would suppose, because I would actually say it seemed more like the ghetto from back home or somewhere. As we crossed into the urban city, I saw a lot more cleaner places, businesses, malls, shopping centers, and a lot of big hotels. So he brought me to a budget hotel, and it's just a small little rundown kind of hotel. Doesn't look very classy. And I had them put me in a room for the night, just one night, just to see what it was like. And it was a relatively small room, nice big bed, AC, and one little TV. And I said, it's not bad, but it's not all that great either, but I took it. I didn't know then that I could afford to stay in a way better hotel then, but I'll get back to that later. So I went out that first night to see the nightlife of Cebu. Keep in mind, I was a young man then. I wanted to have fun, meet girls, drink alcohol, and so on. The young man's life. So now I'm back in the taxi again, asking the driver to take me somewhere to meet a lot of single girls. Bad mistake. For the next driver that took me, I will refer to him as a Freaky Freddy. Now, just to be honest, when I'm saying Freaky Freddy, I'm naming the kind of taxi driver, when you ask him to take you somewhere to meet girls, the first thing he thinks is, "Oh, you want to meet girls, eh? Okay, I got special place to take you." This guy drove me through town of Cebu into like a back, like alleyway area where it was completely dark. He stops in the middle of the dark in the alley. My defenses go up. I'm thinking I'm about to get robbed or something. Someone comes to the window. He says something to him in Tagalog. He says something back. Next thing you know, the lights come on and there's 20 girls standing in front of the car in the dark alley, and he's saying, "Take your pick." I was shocked. I was surprised to see like 20 prostitutes standing in front of the taxi. I was able to keep my composure as I politely told the driver this was not exactly what I was asking for. So I had to better describe to him what I wanted. That he'd take me to a bar or a nightclub, a dance club. He apologized several times and he said, "My mistake. I would take you to a nice club, sir." So we set off again, and he takes me to a club with a bar, nice music, plenty of people, and it was all good. I walk inside, saw a lot of girls that were Filipina, a lot of foreigners from different countries. Plus, as soon as I walked up to the bar and ordered my first drink, it was like everyone immediately knew that I was an American. Very shortly after getting my drink and talking to the bartender, who was very interested in where I came from, I met my first Filipina girlfriend. Her name was Gracita, or Grace for short. She was short yet thick in all the right places. Very attractive girl. We got to talking right away and having a good time. Sang some karaoke songs and ended up hooking up that very same night. I would actually end up seeing Gracita that same week, every day that week for 7 days, just hanging out with her, having a good time, until we had to split ways because I had my coworker coming on vacation to Cebu, so we was gonna hang out and have some drinks together. Now, my coworker, he was actually living in the Philippines, being that he was married to a Filipina, so he was right there at home in Cebu. And he actually referred me to stay in a different hotel, and I felt like smacking myself in the face after what he told me and he showed me. Just keep in mind, back then I was working as a contractor for a multi-billion-dollar corporation. I was used to making paychecks anywhere between 6,000 to 10,000 USD every month. In the Philippines, the exchange rate was still the same practically as it is now. Every $1 is equal to about 56 or 57 pesos. So my money has quadrupled in the Philippines. He convinced me to stop being so cheap and move my butt into a classy hotel room. So I found a place called the Parkland Hotel, or I think it was the Parkland Resorts, I can't remember. The prices for the top suites alone I could afford on my income. So I got an executive suite all the way up on the top floors. Full of amenities was the room service, breakfast, swimming pool that overlooked the city, free Wi-Fi. My room was actually a one-bedroom, walk-in shower, kitchen, living room, walk-in closet, fantastic view of the city kind of room. Close to the mall, shopping area, everything all walking distance. And here I am staying in a small budget hotel for the first week. My friend was like, "Are you crazy? You can ball out here. You can afford to live like a king here, party like a rock star. What the hell are you doing?" So I took his advice. I moved into the way better suite. Then we would hang out as he would show me where to go. all the hot spots in Cebu City, all the nightclubs, gentlemen's clubs, shopping, movie theater, restaurants, bars, and such. I would end up meeting and hooking up with different girls. He would end up getting me as drunk as a sailor. I would meet his wife's family, who kept trying to marry off one of their sisters, cousins, or a family member. It was often an awkward yet funny situation. Still, I had some of the best times there staying in Cebu. Every day I had something to do, and I was always in good company. During my last week there, Grisita and I would spend more time together. Unfortunately, after I flew out, we lost contact with each other. You see, MySpace was a big thing at that time, until it wasn't anymore. Sad to say, I haven't heard from her since. Still, sometimes I wonder how she is doing these days and whatever became of her. Well, that's it for this story for now. Until next time, thanks for viewing and watching. Support my channel. If you could, please hit a like, share, and feel free to leave a comment. If this is your first time, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon on the flip side. Take care till then, guys.